Hello friends, we are in Copenhagen, standing in front of the great synagogue of Copenhagen. This synagogue was consecrated in 1833. Now this place also has a special place in my heart because it's my grandfather, after the war, he served here as the shochet, as the ritual slaughterer in Copenhagen for a few years, and my mother was also born in the city. If you realize, you'll see there are 12 pillars by the gates representing the 12 tribes of Jacob. Now, about the Danish Jews, they had arrived here in the 17th century. The first ones being Sephardim crypto Jews that came to live here, like he explained, when we were still back in Hamburg. And eventually the Ashkenazi Jews, because this would be an Ashkenazi community that lived here for many, many years. Now, the Danes were special in that there were like around 7,000 Jews living in Denmark and all around, mostly living here in Copenhagen. And when in the beginning, when the Danes were neutral, but in 1943, September 1943, the Nazi regime took over the government, and they were gonna take the Jews to the concentration camps. And what ends up happening is, it was on Rosh Hashanah, the year 1943, and the Danes let the Jews know that there's a razzia gonna be taking place, and they took all their Jews and they ferried them over to Sweden. That's how, which was neutral, and that's how they all survived the war. Now, even there were a few people, like some 400 odd Jews that still stayed behind, but they were eventually sent to the concentration camps. But the Danes had always informed about them, and even sent food parcels. And even from those 450, somewhat 450 Jews, most of them returned after the war. So that's something that's very important to be mentioned about the Danish Jews. Only place in Europe that there was a collective effort from the people and the resistance and the government that was in exile to save their Jews.